Very silly on my part, and I apologize for the mistake. And you played it really well to ensure you had the victory next turn. Okay, so rolling the die, we get a 4. So we already got 4, so we're missing 2, 3, and 6, right? So 2, 3, 4 would be 1. So we're doing Guardy this time. Yeah, if I had protected, then I would have... What would I have? Yeah, I would have top decked the Metal Energy, and I could have just Guzma to win, I guess. Although I didn't have a way to retreat, though, did I? Well, I could have retreated with the DC and then attacked. Yeah, the Acerola was also a bad play, I guess. Rigged die. It's not rigged. It's not rigged. It doesn't get more official than the 20th anniversary die, I think. Doesn't really get more official than that. Okay, so seems like we're up against a mirror match. So starting Eevee is pretty good here. Starting Eevee is pretty good. Okay, never mind. The mulligan I saw was mine, not my opponent's. We see a Trubbish. It's definitely not Gardevoir, Sylveon, Trubbish tech. We see a Rainbow, which is actually pretty risky because DC Lele gets a knockout on Trubbish now, which is actually what I might end up trying to do. See a Sycamore, we see an Ultra Ball. Losing the Octillery and losing the Kirlia is not going to be ideal, but I can't really just drop half. The only way I could see myself doing that is if I top deck Lele or Brigette or an Ultra Ball. We see a Drampa, so this is Drampa Garb. I'm surprised my opponent chose to attach the Rainbow to the Trubbish. You would imagine he plays Boat down. Oh, but I actually top decked the Fairy Energy. So I definitely attach. I definitely go for Sylveon, and now the question is, do I Sycamore or do I not Sycamore? Because I do have the Kirlia. My opponent did not play a supporter. He chose to discard and Sycamore, and that was it. So his hand must be really good that he wants to conserve the cards in his hand. Vistalone, no. I mean, I tried out Zoroark, but this is my Vancouver list, except with Mr. Mime over Acerola, and that's it. That's the only change from Vancouver. Do I Sycamore or do I not Sycamore? I think I Sycamore. Yeah, I'm gonna Sycamore. It's a tough call though. It's definitely a tough call. But yeah, Sycamore gets me more resources. It gets me triple Lele too. Okay, now we Magical Ribbon and we definitely grab a Parallel City to counter a possible Potown. We grab a DCE, and I think we just grab a Rare Candy. So let's figure out our price cards really quickly. The Remoraid was priced anyways. So Remoraid priced, and then one Field Blower priced, one Candy priced, one Ultra Ball priced, one Brigette priced, and one Fairy priced, I think. 1, 2, yeah. Those are our 6 prizes. Hello Usagi, thank you for being here. And there's the 3 cards, so my opponent might have the end, he might not have. There's Garbotoxin. Wow, Garbotoxin with a Rainbow, interesting. We see another Rainbow on Drampa, we see a Choice Band on Drampa, and we see a Sycamore. So we get to keep the 3 cards, that's pretty awesome. If my opponent doesn't find a Float Stone, which he does, that's okay. Drampa, sure, he will poke us for 50, but that's pretty fine. We won't be getting a knockout with Gardevoir now, but we can just Magical Ribbon again. We can definitely just Magical Ribbon here. Hello Poké Collectors, thank you so much for being here. And yeah, a poke for 50 damage. That's okay. There we see the Potown. So the Parallel City ends up being pretty good. If my opponent did not play the Potown, I would actually not play the Parallel City. I would have just held it in hand. But this time around, I will for sure play it. Vista alone, I do every video I upload from YouTube, or almost all of them, they're cut, like they're the cutouts for each deck, and that's what I'm gonna do for the following weeks. The whole stream I will cut into each viewer battle, and I will upload those to YouTube. So that's actually what I do. And Deadly B, hello, thank you so much for being here. Okay, so there's Gardy. TCE on Gardy and N, or Fairy on Gardy and N. Or, I mean, there's an argument for Brigette as well, to just get the 4th Ralts. What's the play here? Okay, I think this is the play. I'm gonna attach to Gardevoir. I'm gonna Brigette. I'm gonna grab the Ralts, and that's it. And then I'm just gonna Magical Ribbon again. There's no hurry to just start damaging the Drampa. And what I'm actually gonna go find is another Rare Candy, Gallade, and Guzma. Is that right? Yeah, that could be right. Perhaps not. Perhaps this is overdoing it. With the Guzma, I probably want to target the trash element. I mean the Garbotoxin. So, and Pokelectors, yeah, all you need to do is be the first one to send a challenge. But please, guys, if once I've played once against you, I will only play once against each of you. Okay. Kirlia Guzma to get rid of the Garbodor. Therefore, I don't really need. Well, Super Rod is in there. I don't need Super Rod. Kirlia and Gallade? I think that's right. Yeah, because my opponent has another Drampa, so that's an easier knockout for sure. And so I'm thinking like 2 turns ahead. If my opponent ends me, that's fine, but he can't even Lele for the end. And you just lost because your opponent top decked Rainbow Energy and used Kartana GX's attack. that must be annoying for sure. That must be very annoying for sure. So yeah, Potown, I don't mind getting to Gallade through Potown. I didn't want my Gardevoir to be damaged. There's the Guzma. My opponent actively decides to go after the Gardevoir. So is he just gonna swing into it, or is he just gonna poke for 50? And today's only standard. Expanded I'll be doing before San Jose, I hope. Okay, so my opponent chose to just poke for 50. Next turn, if he has a TCE, he would still need an evolution to get a knockout on my Gardevoir. However, what I can do here is just take the knockout with Sylveon on the Garbotoxin Garb, and that was like the main goal here. So, like I mentioned, I don't mind getting to Gallade through Potown. It's ideal to not get to Gardevoir through Potown, but Gallade is fine because it's so fragile. And there's a Rare Candy, so pretty good price to get, I think. What do you think about Ninetales Zoroark, Decidueye Zoroark? They're both pretty good decks. I think Ninetales is just a little bit better because it's more aggressive. Decidueye Zoroark does feel a bit lacking in some scenarios. Wow, the double Potown discard. That's actually huge. That means no more Potowns after this one, which is pretty important. My opponent could easily set up another Garbotoxin here, because he has the Float Stone. If he didn't find DCE and he doesn't knock out Sylveon, I can just retreat into Gallade and take a knockout that way, provided I play a supporter and I don't make the mistake I did the previous game. And there's a Psychic on Drampa, but the thing is, my opponent Righteous Edge. He removes the DCE, that's fine. I evolve here. Now I don't even need to play a supporter, but I am going to. I attach DCE, I attach Choice Band, and I end here. So if Drampa responds to my Gallade, it gets very easily knocked out by Gardevoir. If he doesn't respond to my Gallade and he only pokes the energy away, I can probably steal very easily. Just find 2 Fairy or another DC. So we are really okay here. We are really okay. Field Blower here seems worth it. Removing the last Potown and the Float Stone. That means I can Ultra Ball for... There's no more Kirlia. Well, I can at least get rid of the Pokemon, the excess Pokemon in my deck or in my hand. And then I can Lele for a Sycamore and then use Premonition. I don't think I need to end my opponent's hand away because it's very unlikely that Gardevoir gets knocked out. Especially with no Potown, it's actually now impossible for Gardevoir to get knocked out because he has no way to self-damage his Pokemon. So the cards here seem pretty good. I don't think I will need to Guzma anything. I actually just need the TCE to get a return knockout. So the rest of the cards don't matter. I will be definitely using Sycamore here. And yeah, just gonna retreat. And I'm gonna Sensitive Plate for the knockout. There we go. There we go. Musagi, I mean, they are bringing back the Lost Zone. I generally don't think it's gonna be a... They're gonna try to make it a mechanic out of the... Like, beyond that set. I'm pretty sure the Lost Zone only lasted for 1. Ooh. Well, we know we have a Rare Candy coming up in the next cards. We know we have Rare Candy Gardevoir, so we are okay here, I think. Like, we know the Lost Zone, or rather, the Lost Zone was only available for 1 set, and that was it, I believe. Maybe 2. So, I mean, I don't know. It might be a thing, it might not be. Could be cool, but I don't think it's gonna be a big thing. And Buzzwole Garbodor with 1 Chimecho, but Chimecho needs Rainbow Energy to work because it needs Psychic. So I think that clashes too much, and like you're sacrificing a lot of damage output just to not let your opponent play a Lele, which if you only run 1 Chimecho, it's difficult to guarantee that you start up with it. And then if you go second, you need to go second and you have to hope they don't play a supporter. I don't like Chimecho. Cynthia will replace N or Sycamore. I think Cynthia will complement N or Sycamore. I don't think decks will start running less than 4 N, at least setup decks. Aggressive decks will definitely play lower counts of N in favor of Cynthia, but I wouldn't be surprised to see spreads like 3 Sycamore, 3 Cynthias, 3 N, or something like that in aggressive decks. Perhaps like 4 Sycamore, 3 Cynthia, 2 N. But yeah, Cynthia definitely gonna see play. Okay, so my opponent just Righteous Edges here, and I top deck the TC, which I knew I was going to. No space for Remoraid anymore, but I can just take a knockout, and yeah, Espeon is a threat. If my opponent... Okay, so this is the thing. If my opponent ends me into 1 card, how do I take my last prize card? That's gonna be the issue here. If he end and devolves me, that's gonna be the issue. So I wouldn't mind top decking Super Rod to put back the Kirlias. Oh, this Gardevoir has Kirlia. Oh no, it doesn't have Kirlia. Wait, what? Oh, this Gallade has Kirlia. Okay, if my opponent ends up devolving me, all I need is a Guzma, which I already have. So the order of the cards don't actually matter. I'm just gonna attach the other energy to the Gardevoir through Secret Spring, of course, and I'm gonna attach the Float Stone just so that I make sure that I have I have the least amount of cards going back into my deck as possible. I could Rare Candy Gardevoir, but then that means one less Rare Candy to find afterwards. And yeah, there we go. And Poké Collectors, I'm playing people, like I'm playing anyone, and I'm playing just the challenges as they come. So if you're the first to send a challenge, then I will play you, okay? Vistalone, thank you so much for stopping by, and good night. Thank you so much. GD, yeah, I agree that the new changes in February look pretty cool, and also okay, my opponent didn't even end me, so we have the win here. Rare Candy Gardevoir, Guzma, knock out the Trubbish. Yeah, the new changes seem really good, and yeah, they're really pushing Solgaleo to be a top tier deck. I think they realized how strong Gardevoir was, or that was their intended plan, to make Gardevoir super strong, and now they're trying to fix that by doing this by pushing this new metal archetype. So because my opponent attacked with a DC Espeon, I can actually just take the knockout with Gardevoir here with the 4 energy. I can just do that. I'm not gonna mess up like last time, and well played. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess up. There we go. There's the knockout. Are you going to showcase a Cinccino based deck on stream in the near future? Probably not. Like my